Everyone. Today I'm bringing you a different episode than usual. It's a gaming video. As you can see by the title, it's about Elden Ring. I played Elden Ring for about 15 to 20 hours, so I have a pretty decent feeling of what this game is. I'm not a huge fan of the Souls game. I haven't played Sekiro. I played Bloodborne for about 5 to 6 hours, and Dark Souls 3 as well, and I didn't like those games at all. I had no connection to them. It just didn't click with me. I wasn't planning on buying Elden Ring, but everybody's talking about it, and they say how it's quite a different experience than those games like the Souls games, the other Souls games, from the experience of it all. And I was like, you know what? I should give it a try because everybody's saying rave things about it. So I bought it and started playing it on the PS5. The first couple of hours were a bit iffy for me. I was like, what is everybody talking about? This game is it's okay. The combat system is quite the same from the other from Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne. A bit of improvement here and there. The visuals aren't amazing. As you can see, I have the Horizon shirt here. I'm currently playing Horizon Forbidden West as well, and the graphics there are like mesmerizing. So I was like, the graphics aren't great. The combat system is a bit, a bit old. What's the great reviews all about? But I gotta say, I was it shook me. Like after 4 or 5 hours playing this game at the start, I was like, it's just frustrating, and I didn't quite get it. But like when you play it more and more, you start to understand what makes this game so special. I'm gonna come back to it in a second. This game is extremely fun, yet extremely frustrating. You die endlessly from stuff that, like, you fight a boss, so you can expect to die there, but like sometimes you just die from like the stupidest thing. You like aim lock on an enemy, and you like dodge him, and you go a bit backwards, and then you fall down and you die, and you have like 3,000 runes on you, and you just lose them all, and and then you try to get them back, but then you suddenly like you die from like something so stupid, like you fight the dogs, and a mosquito comes and from nowhere, like from behind you, and you have like little health, and you want to take the flask, and then a mosquito comes from behind you and attacks you, and you lose all of those wounds. It can be frustrating. This game, you feel powerless like at the start of the game. I still feel powerless, and I'm and I upgraded myself quite a bit, and I was like, okay, this is I need to take my time a bit more. You try to kill the first boss. I guess a mini spoiler here, so you can skip a bit. You try to defeat the first boss, Margit, the Fell, and he's very difficult. Um, so you try to beat him quite early on, and I didn't manage. So I was like, okay, you know what? I want to explore the world a bit. I try to get to him like in my by the third hour I played the game, and I was severely under under armored and under leveled to defeat him. So I was like, you know what? I want to explore the world, and the world they built here is amazing. Um, you know, before you go inside this castle, there's like so many routes you can take to find different places. Like I played and I saw like I roamed the world, and someone was like crying for help. I went to help him, and he was like, I'm a lord. I have Limgrave and all of this, and there's a castle like to the south of here. Um, it was my dad's castle or something like that. I don't quite remember. So, like, yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go south, because there aren't no waypoints in this game. You make them. There aren't no story missions or like there isn't a log missions or anything. Like you play for yourself. Like you know that the story is to defeat the first boss, and you have a continuation of it. But like there are so many different mini stories, like side stories and world building stories that are really interesting. So I digress, but I went to the to this person and I helped him, and he said there was like a castle to the south of here. So I took the horse and I rode south like for quite some time, and then you see other people in the way, like near gray sites, and they're like, yeah, there is a castle, and yeah, my father is still there, and you go there, and then you see like a huge section of the map that if I defeated the first boss, if I defeated and continued the story, I probably wouldn't know this place existed. So it's something that it hit me like when I got to the castle, and I went through all of it, and there's a boss in the end. I was like, this game is huge. Like there is a possibility that if for some reason I continued the story, the main story, and defeated the first boss, I wouldn't know this place existed. And I was like, this game has a huge replayability options to it. You can play it, like you can start different characters because there are character lists and they play differently. The variety of the weapons are so different. Each sword has its unique play style and unique animation, so every sword and every weapon feels very different. So this is something that I really like. You don't have like the same animation to every sword, so you know exactly how to hit. Like every sword does something different, staggering and stuff like that. So it's really really interesting. But the replayability of this game is something that it hit me when I was like in the castle and I defeated, like, I guess it's a mini boss at the end of the castle. I was like, I have to talk about this game, from a standpoint of someone who's never played a Souls game before and isn't quite good at them. Like I'm great at shooters, and other games I'm pretty good at them as well. I like strategy games, but at the Souls games I'm pretty bad. Yeah, I'm not good. But this game, I don't know. It's just it's easier and harder at the same time. Like it's easier because I understood a bit more how to play this game, if it makes any sense. Because if I can defeat this boss, I have like a huge other section that I can roam and explore and level up, and then I could come back to him. Because in Dark Souls and Bloodborne you can't. Like if you can defeat him, you need to defeat him in the end. There is no way to like do other stuff and level up. So it makes you make your own journey, if it makes any sense. Like it makes you make your own adventure, and it's really special, really is. I didn't expect it from this game. What I do have to say, and it's a bit of a criticism for the game, I haven't beat it. As I said, I'm 15 hours in to this game. But I do have to say something, and it might just be me or other people. I don't quite get the story. From what I've experienced, there isn't much story. There is some world building over there, but like they don't really explain to you what is the Elden Ring, and like just that it makes you powerful or something like that, and you're a tarnished one. But there isn't much story that I've experienced. I've experienced way more story from world building and exploring the world and catacombs and stuff like that than I've got from like the main story, from like cutscenes and stuff like that. So it's a bit of a criticism. It might get better like when I progress the game. It might get like there'll be a huge chunk of story there. There might be. I'm not saying there isn't, but I just haven't experienced it yet. And as I said, I'm 15 to 20 hours into the game, and I've bit marked it. But there isn't quite. It doesn't feel like there is much story to the main story. So I do hope it changes. It's something that I might you know add later after when I see when the game proves me wrong. I hope. But yeah, this it is a really special game. As you've seen from the title and the thumbnail. I didn't I didn't get behind the hype. Like I didn't have any hype for this game. I wasn't planning on buying it, especially not playing it. And even when the game first came out, the first couple of weeks, I played Horizon, so I wasn't that into playing this game. And I'm still playing Horizon, and there's gonna be a review of it. Bigger review than this. This isn't a review; it's more of a thoughts and opinions on the game so far. There's gonna be a review because I'm a huge fan of Horizon. I love the first one, and currently playing the second one. I'm 30 hours into the game, doing all the side missions. Really fun. But I digress. This is an Elden Ring review, but not a review. But yeah, this game is really special. Is it overhyped? Maybe it could be, because it really is special, but the combat system isn't unique or like groundbreaking in any way. The visuals, as I've said, and as all of you seen, it is a beautiful game, but it has like beautiful moments, like you see the golden tree from afar, and it has some like really special moments of visuals over there, but it's not breathtaking. As I said, the combat system, the lack of story for now, but it is an experience, a different experience from anything I've ever played. So, does it answer the question? I do hope it answers. Overhyped? Maybe a little bit. Maybe I will be proved wrong, and it will have it has a great story, like, but it's just way into the game that I haven't experienced yet. But it is a great game nonetheless. Like, if it isn't like the game of the year and like one of the best of the generation, and not that this generation is very long, but it's only a year and a half. But is it the best game I've ever played? No. Is it one of the best games I've ever played? Not yet. Not that I feel of it, but it is a unique game and it's a great game. So if you haven't bought it yet and you're reluctant, I do hope that this video helped you a bit. Like, think about if it is for you. If you haven't already decided, because it's been like it's been out for like a month. But yeah, I'm going all over the place, and I'm quite repeating myself here in the end. But it is a great game. It's incredibly fun, yet incredibly frustrating. But when you do beat a boss and you level up and you finish a catacomb, or you finish a castle, or you finish like an entire section when there aren't any save points, it does feel like you've accomplished something really great, and you feel special about it. And it's something that I haven't experienced in any other game. Like, when you die, okay, I'll try it again. There's a like a close checkpoint to it. Doesn't really matter, but in here, like, there are close checkpoints, but they're not in the middle of the mission. They're not in the middle of the catacomb or in the middle of the castle. It's just at the start. So if you die, you need to start the entire mission again. So it is challenging, but I do like it. I didn't like it at the start of the game, but I do like it now, and it's a unique game design. So thank you everyone for watching. As a different video than usual. I'll try and do more game videos and reviews. I'm gonna do an Horizon one in the coming weeks. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.